Good day, everybody. It's Patty Grimm. I hope you're having a fantastic day, a fantastic week, and a fantastic 2024. I am super excited to be here today. I promised last week or 2 weeks ago that I was going to do a regular weekly five-part series on my book, Quiet Women Never Change History, Be Strong, Stand Up, Stand Out. Let's go kick some glass. So as a reminder, I spent 5 years interviewing over 3,000 people about what makes great women leaders, and I found these five success circuits. Number one, week one, we talked about being strong, know your strengths so you can play to your strengths. Week two was all about standing up and developing a personal leadership vision that you can stand on to help guide your career and life. This week, we're talking about stand out. This is week three. So stand out, be valuable, be visible, be vocal. Next week will be put yourself number one on your things to do list. And always keep in mind, self-care is not selfish, it is survival. And week five will be pay it forward and how to leave the world a better place for men, women, and children for the rest of our lives. My name is Patty Grimm. I'm a women's advocate. I'm a women's empowerment expert, and I'm a badass glass kicker because I've been trying to kick this glass ceiling for a really long time. So this week's focus is all about standing out, being valuable, being visible, and being vocal. So how to leverage your strengths and your personal vision to stand out, to master your chosen craft. So whatever you've decided to do for your career or life is become a master. That means taking advantage of every career opportunity you have, every personal workshop, leadership workshop you can attend, free LinkedIn or free Udemy training, watching YouTube videos, podcasts, all to round out your skills, taking certifications, and the things you need to be a strong, confident, empowered woman leader. And then also in terms of being visible and being vocal is standing out means being able to stand up at a meeting and ask a question, to arrive early and take a seat at the table. If someone says, oh, those seats are reserved for speakers, say, oh, excuse me, I didn't know, and go ahead and take a seat on the side, because research shows the people sitting at that table, if it's an in-person meeting, their voices get heard 45% more than people that are sitting on the sidelines. You want to get your voice heard. You want to be visible, valuable, and vocal. Ask for the agenda ahead of time so you can formulate some questions and raise your hand and ask a thoughtful question as you go forward. Those are going to help you to really stand out. Another thing that really helps you stand out is something that's called self-worth. So your self-worth is a combination of your self-confidence, your self-esteem, and your self-perception. That forms your self-worth. That shows up in your confidence, your courage, whether or not you're brave and bold and brilliant. And so those are things that are really important, is to build up that self-confidence. So we're going to talk about self-confidence can really help you in your career and life. It can help you achieve your dreams, to get that dream job you always wanted. It can help you develop a self-belief that I can do anything. You can be that little girl in the Superwoman content or costume that says, I can do this. It helps you communicate more clearly and more effectively when you communicate with confidence and self-worth. You have the courage to speak up and ask the question or make a statement. It helps you stand out from the crowd. It helps you be the best you. I always tell people, be the best you because everyone else is taken. And helps you achieve work-life balance. Now, sometimes what gets in the way of women's confidence is something that starts when we're little girls. I call the good girl syndrome. Be the good girl, get the good grades, have the good friends, go to the good school, graduate with a good degree, find a good significant other, find a good job, be a good cook, wife, spouse, boss, peer, all these things. And it all comes from the programming that from when we're little girls. The challenge with that, for many of us, that leads to perfectionism. Perfectionism can be defined as a personality trait with someone with overly high performance expectations, being perfect in everything, with overly high performance expectations and caring too much what people think. That's what gets in the way of women advancing in our careers and not going for that job you know you deserve. Or when you see that job with 10 characteristics and you know you have 8 of them, you think, I'm not ready yet. So we have to get past this perfectionism, because perfectionism turns into imposter syndrome. A woman with true power and courage who is brave and standing out doesn't need the approval for others. The imposter syndrome can be defined as a sense or feeling that many people experience of I'm not good enough, or I'm not ready yet, or I haven't done all the things I need to do to deserve this. Even though you've done those things and you have evidence to the opposite that you have accomplished all these things. When we're in imposter syndrome, we sort of start blaming, like, I'm a fake, I'm not good enough, no one should listen to me, I don't belong here. When you switch over to a growth mindset and to a mindset that says, I can do this, then you shift from blame to self-compassion and forgiveness. Instead of saying, I'm a fake, you say, this is new to me. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, you say, hey, I made a mistake. I'll try again and do it better next time. Instead of saying, I'm not smart, maybe I made a mistake or no one should listen to you. Say, maybe my opinions do matter and I have the opportunity to establish my pride. If I was to ask you to rate your personal confidence for something you do at home that you love, I'm going to say you're probably going to rate an 8, 9, 10 on a confidence level on a 10-point scale. If I ask you to rate your professional confidence, maybe it's a 5, 6, 7, maybe it is an 8, 9, and 10, and that's fantastic. So research shows from Stanford that confident women have a combination of being seen as being powerful and having empathy, which leads to more respect. And women who combine both power and empathy advance faster. And your confidence starts in your body language. It shows in how you sit and how you stand and how you look at people. So if you think of that, power and empathy equals respect and achievement. Confidence shows in your body first. When you walk in the room, you walk up and say, hi, my name is Patty Groom. Nice to meet you. And put out your hand if you haven't met somebody before. Do you look directly at people when you talk to them? When you're in on a Zoom call, you only have to dress nice from the waist up. You can have on a pair, I have on a pair of old jeans and a pair of flip-flops in here in my home in Texas today. But from the waist up, I look fine. So put your camera on, make sure your picture's the same size as everyone else's. If you're in a physical meeting, sit at the table and take up space because confidence shows in height and space. And then the hands communicate the empathy side of things because you could take confidence too far and come across as cocky. I actually have a workshop I call being bold, not bossy, being confident, not cocky, because it shows in those power symbols, those power poses that you use, being able to take up the space at the table, being able to look at people directly. And there's a video out that's on the power of body language by Ann Curdy, and it's about the 2-minute power pose. And this works really well. I do this before every presentation, every keynote. If I'm doing a presentation to a client, I do this. I'm usually in the bathroom or in my office, standing up with my hands on my hips, my feet shoulder distance apart, my shoulders back, my ears over my shoulders, and my eyes forward. And I say, I am bold, brave, and brilliant. And I go rock that conference or that presentation or that keynote. So here's a very powerful, simple exercise to build your confidence. I want you to take out a piece of paper and I want you to write, I am good at, and write 5 to 10 things you're good at doing. Next, what I like about me is, what do you like about you? And write 5 to 10 things, minimum. I'm proud of me for. I'm proud of me for writing my book. I'm proud of me for having the courage to stand on stage and tell my story over and over again. I'm thankful for my family, my friends, the people that lift me up and help me feel strong. And I help others by doing whatever you do. Write those things down, and I want you to do this every day for a week, and then every week for 3 months is write down those things. When it comes to being brave and standing out, your body language and your words matter. We've all seen the book probably, and I don't remember the author's name, of Stop Apologizing Girl. So stop saying you're sorry. Stop apologizing. Stop using things like, I am only a program manager. I am just a marketing person, right? This probably is a dumb idea, but no, just simply say, hey, here's my idea. Looking down and avoiding eye contact does not show confidence. Sitting in the back of the room means you want to be invisible, not visible. And I'm sure there's others you can add to this list. You have the power to be confident. You need to picture yourself. Week 2, we talked about your personal leadership vision. Picture yourself being that powerful, strong, confident women leader that people trust and that is respected. Picture yourself being professional. Picture yourself being successful. Use power poses and rituals like music and songs. Anytime I walk on stage for a keynote or I'm doing a webinar and I can have this playing, I play This Girl Is on Fire by Alicia Keys when I walk on stage. I have all kinds of music and songs I listen to before big presentations. I also have a rock. I have a little rock I've carried with me from years when we used to live in Ocean Shores, Washington, on the coast of the state of Washington. And I have a little rock I've carried with me for years. That is always in my purse, and I have it in my hand when I'm standing in that bathroom stall or in my office doing my power poses. And I say, "You got this, girl. You're going to rock this." It's about believing your ability to grow and then using a very powerful tool that I want you to use when things go well and things don't go well. It comes from the military. It's called an after action review. Well, when something goes well, pause and ask yourself, what happened? Why did it happen? What did I learn? And what will I do differently next time to create the same or better result? You use the same set of questions, little slight change on the last one, when something doesn't go well. What happened? Why did it happen? What did I learn from it? And what will I do differently next time to create a different result? No blame game. All these things are critically important to three groundbreaking concepts for all women. Please do yourself a favor and find Dr. Susan David's Emotional Agility TED Talk and watch it. She did a ton of research on emotional agility, and it's your ability to thrive, learn, and grow from all the ups and downs in life, from the good, the bad, and the ugly. Learning when things go well with that after action review, and learning when things don't go well, what am I going to do differently next time to create a different result? And not rushing to positivity too quickly. So you learn from that experience. We all learned so much from COVID. We all learned about how much emotional agility we have, how much resilience we have to bounce back from setbacks and become stronger. There's an old saying, it's not how far you fall, it's how high you bounce back that matters. And having the grit, emotional agility, resiliency, and grit are critical for women leaders today. Grit is the ability to persevere and the determined to learn and grow from every experience in our lives. You have that power to be confident. You can build your confidence by knowing the signs when you start to feel confident and you don't. Realize you're not alone. I will guarantee you, you could pick your favorite person, your favorite manager, leader, your favorite movie star, rock star, singer, and I'll pick Jennifer Lopez just as an example. She's smart, she's bright, she's a businesswoman, she's talented, she's a singer, a dancer, a songwriter, she's a philanthropist, she is an actress, and she appears to be perfect. But I'm going to tell you, there's probably a little Jennifer inside that's saying, I'm not good enough and I'm still that in that good girl syndrome. So you're not alone. Let go of perfectionism and be kind to yourself. Track your progress. Talk to a mentor or your manager and just learn to say yes. Just learn to say yes. So that is so important because you can choose to be confident and say, I got this. This girl is on fire. Confidence is having the courage to do the right thing. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to work through fear to get to the other side. Don't listen to the naysayers and the negative Nellies out there that tell you you can't do it. And instead of saying, I'm going to fake it till I make it, say, I'm going to do it until I own it. You have the ability to be bold, to be brave, to be brilliant. I know you do. And I want to empower all of you. If you want to reach out to me, please do so. I have two programs for women. One is an Accelerate Her program, which is individual or small group coaching sessions over a period of 3 to 5 to 10 weeks, where we go through a variety of exercises to help you become the strong, confident woman leader you are. I have a Leader Her program, which is a series of workshops and webinars that can be offered in organizations or women's associations or as part of a conference in how you do things. So I want to say thank you. I want you to go help us kick that last ceiling, and I hope you all have a fantastic 2020. These webinars I'm doing, these 5 short sessions, are my gift to every woman so you can live your best life for 2024 and beyond. Thank you.